This beautiful Mate in 2 was composed in 1873 by Hugh Menzies and uploaded to GameNode website. Mate in 2. Often I recommend starting by looking at black's moves, and in this case I recommend looking at e5. After e5, the natural maybe move or teleportation would be queen d6 checkmate. And d6 may be reached via a number of ways here. So we have f8, f6, and h6 as possible target moves for the queen. So let's look at them in order. After queen f8, clearly rook e5 check ruins mate in 2. And this actually means that e5 has to be covered at all times. So queen h6 also is not a solution. And in fact, the queen needs to remain on the long diagonal. So naturally, what about queen f6, which also threatens, by the way, queen f3 checkmate? Unfortunately, this runs into rook f5, and there is no mate in one move from this position. And d4 is obviously covered. Okay. So clearly after e5, queen cannot appear on d6. But there is another place from which checkmate could happen with the queen, and that would be queen c4. d6 is covered, e5 is covered, and so queen c4, or even queen b3, or also queen a2 would be checkmate. So this implies that we have to look at queen c3, queen b2, and queen a1 as possible moves. Well, clearly queen c3 doesn't work. Maybe that's not the right solution, but after knight a c3, it's just there's no mate. Let's look at queen b2, which threatens obviously queen b3 checkmate. And if black were to, let's say, play rook b1, unfortunately c4 is checkmate for him. He can, however, prevent us with rook c2, and after queen b3 play simply rook c4 and prevent mate in 2 from white. And so we have ruled out c3, b2, and there is only one more move. That's the solution, and that is absolutely stunning, queen a1. And now let's enjoy some variations. Very nice is rook c2, queen h1 checkmate. Or let's assume, I don't know, knight a c3, queen a8 checkmate from the other side of the board. Other variations could be, well, we already checked e5, then queen a2 is obviously checkmate. And knight e to c3 protecting the a2 knight, then we have rook d2 checkmate. Still more variations could be something like rook a1, c4 checkmate.